Ooh, I wish you got that quiet every time we were doing an assembly. Very nice. All right. And my glasses. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the award ceremony here at the Connecticut IB Academy. I'm Michelle Marion. I'm the principal of SEBA. And behind me here we have our staff that will be presenting all of the awards tonight. Many of them are represented. A few could not be here this evening, but they did send all of their words, lovely words for the students who won those awards this evening. So I just wanted to say, first off, thank you so much for coming tonight and being here present for your children. We are so happy to be celebrating them this evening. Students from all grade levels, 9 through 12, that are receiving a variety of awards. It could be from anywhere from academics to school climate and cultural awards to scholarships. So it's quite an exciting evening for us, but also the students, and I'm sure you, the families. Again, I don't just want to thank you for being here, but also thank you for all of the hard work that you have put in with your children. Because it is certainly not a one-person effort to attend the Connecticut IB Academy. I would say that it is hard work by the student, dedication and commitment by our staff, and also by the families, because when they are home up late at night, from what I hear, working on their personal project or their extended essay, or just simply some homework from English class, we understand that you support them, you push them to do better, and we see that every day here at school. So again, I just want to say thank you for being that support at home. We really appreciate it, and let's get on with our ceremony tonight. Little clap, a round of applause for them. Okay, so I just want to try to describe how we're going to do this tonight so that it's slightly different than we have in the past, but this is some people's first time being here too. So how it works is I read a description of the award. It's the criteria for why the student would receive that award. And then the person who is presenting that award, whether it be a faculty member or myself, support staff, we may have some extra words for those students receiving that award, and they will speak to that here on the mic. And I'm kind of like the MC of the show. And then they will receive their certificate or plaque, what have you, right here in the front. And that is an opportune time for a picture that we can do there, but we can also do plenty of pictures in the rotunda after the ceremony. Okay? All right, so without further ado, the first few awards are called the Spirit of SEBA Awards. And these are actually ones that I present. So I'm going to put on my glasses and read to you the description for MYP4 student. This award honors an MYP4 student who exemplifies the qualities of a leader and role model for their peers. Through their integrity, innovative, and compassion, they are positively influence those around them. This student is actively involved in the school life, contributes meaningfully to clubs, events, service activities. Their dedication, positive attitude, and ability to inspire others reflect the core values of IB, making them a standout among their peers. And this student tonight, our recipient is Joy Sidney. So I'm going to say a few words. I won't make it too long, okay, but I just want to say a little bit about Joy. Joy is such a bright light to have in our school building. I was able to work with her on a Black History Month celebration this year where she recited a poem, and we practiced and practiced together, right? And when it came time for it, she did a beautiful job. And it's the fact that she cared so much about it that you could tell each time she came back, she added a little bit more of herself to that performance. And I think I say this for the faculty as well, you did a great job there. And not just that, she's always smiles in the rotunda coming into school, constantly kind to her peers. And that was another reason why I chose you for that award. And lastly, I would say she's also well-rounded. You're an athlete, Joy, and also a student who looks for enrichment opportunities. So congratulations, Joy. Okay, our second award, Spirit of SIVA, MYP 5 Student Certificate, is the award honors an MYP 5 student who exemplifies qualities of a leader and role model for their peers. Again, through their integrity, initiative, and compassion, they positively influences those around them. The student actively is involved in school life, continues to contribute meaningfully to clubs, events, and service activities. Their dedication, positive attitude, and ability to inspire others reflect the core values of IB, making them a standout among their peers. And this award goes to Buckle Buck. So I want to also say a few words about Buckle. She is truly a creative spirit. Her personal project this year, I was able to see a little bit of it and shared more from Mom. She has made like clothing for, I believe it was a play. Yes. that you were in, and it was just amazing, the talent, the amount of hard work that it took to make the clothes. I couldn't even believe it. And what's great about Buckle also is that through her personal project, she reflected. And she talked about how hard it was to create that little procrastination. And she said that part was maybe in the way at times, but reflected and talked about it. Just extremely mature in the things that you do every day, Buckle. I also would like to cite out the service piece here, always involved in things that we have in the school, events that we have in the school. Our Avalon Walk, was able to speak at that, and as a 10th grader also, or an MYP 5 student, it is truly inspirational, the things that you have already accomplished at SIVA. So congratulations. Okay, Spirit of SIVA Award DP1 student. This is in recognition given to a DP1 student who embodies the spirit of leadership and serves as an outstanding role model. With honesty, initiative, empathy, they make a lasting impact on those around them and consistently set strong examples through their actions. Deeply engaged in school life, this student plays an active role in the school community. Their commitment, optimism, and ability to motivate others truly represent the core principles of IB. And tonight's recipient is Valen Danik. Okay, so a few words on Valen. Valen is, in essence, hard work, the picture of hard work. She just doesn't stop working. I have watched her really grow over the past few years. Very quiet sometimes, but that doesn't mean that she's not always thinking. So as far as the attributes go, she is a thinker, also a planner. And we had a very large Interact event this year that she headed up, and it was so well planned. We were a little stressed out about it, right? But it went beautifully. And I think all of the families and students who joined in on that were really appreciative of that. She's also taken on a lot this year with Pomoja and some of those HL classes, and we know that. So just want to say again, you are a great role model for the underclassmen and such a hard worker. Congratulations. All right, Spirit of SIBA, DP2 student. This is recognition given to a DP student who embodies the spirit of leadership and serves an outstanding role model. With honesty, initiative, empathy, they make a lasting impact on those around them and consistently set a strong example through their actions. Deeply engaged in school life, the student plays an active role in the school community. Their commitment, optimism, and ability to motivate others truly represents the core principles of IB. Their influence will continue to be felt long after they leave for future academic or professional paths. And this year's recipient is Savannah Hayes. Savannah is not with us tonight, but if she was standing here, I would tell her that I look to her for advice in this, as a principal, as a leader often. She is really sometimes the voice of the senior class for us. I think our seniors would agree. And she has taken on so many roles, from Spirit Week attire to she will be speaking at our graduation this year. So, so many different roles on SAB, and so we appreciate Savannah, even though she is not here. Congratulate her. So the next group of awards, I am going to invite a staff member up. It is going to be Mr. Spiller.
Okay, so I'm here to give the awards for the Service Awards, so that's Services Action and CAST. Those are the community service programs here at SIBA and the IB program. There's a little bit more to it than that, so I'm just going to go into it. So the Services Action in grade 9 is no small feat. For many students, it is their first real introduction into the IB requirements. This year, I worked with a freshman class to help improve the quality of their reflections. I've seen firsthand how challenging it can be for students to go beyond just completing the task, to really think, connect, grow through their experiences. But one student stood out. This student not only exceeded the required numbers of Services Action experiences, but more importantly, they truly embraced the reflective process. They listened to feedback, took the lessons to heart, and improved with each entry, demonstrating growth, insight, and a clear commitment to becoming more thoughtful and active members of this community. It is my pleasure to present the Services Action MYP4 Award to Joseph Wensler. MYP5 Services Action. MYP Services Action Award recognizes a student who has shown dedication to meaningful service over the full 2 years of the program, not just checking boxes, but truly engaging with the purpose behind the work. This year's recipient has taken their Services Action journey seriously from start to finish. They completed experiences both within the school and out in the wider community, showing sincere commitment to making a difference wherever they could. But what impressed me most wasn't just their variety of experiences, it was their dedication to growth. When one of their experiences was rejected, they didn't get discouraged. Instead, they came to ask why and what they could do to be better next time. That kind of reflection and resilience is exactly what Services Action is all about. For her initiative, thoughtfulness, and continued growth, I am proud to present the NYP Services Action Award to Talia Davis. Transitioning from NYP Services Action Program to the Diploma Program's CAS can be a bit like trading your bicycle for a unicycle. You're still moving forward, but the balance gets trickier. For many 11th grade students, CAS presents new challenges. It is more open-ended, more demanding, and asks more independence and initiative. But one student didn't just meet those challenges, they soared past them. This student went above and beyond the required number of CAS experiences, and what is even more impressive is the balance they maintained across all three stands: creativity, activity, and service. Their CAS journey is a model of what this program is meant to be: thoughtful, well-rounded, and deeply engaged. It is my pleasure to award the DP1 CAS Award to Miriam Welbeck. When selecting the recipient of the DP2 CAS Award, I looked at the full picture, the complete 2-year journey. CAS isn't just about logging hours and meeting requirements, it is about growth, balance, and genuine engagement with creativity, activity, and service. This year's recipient has exemplified everything CAS is meant to be. Their portfolio features a thorough, thoughtful mix of in-school and out-of-school experiences, showing that they just didn't limit their impact to the classroom walls. They brought creativity and activity and service to all areas of their life. This student didn't just fulfill the CAS expectations, they embraced them. And in doing so, set a wonderful example for others. It is my pleasure to present the DP2 CAS Award to Brianna Burrows. Not here, so I will accept it in her place. We will get it to her tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Spiller. The Personal Project Award is next. This award recognizes a sophomore who displayed a remarkable engagement in their personal project. The recipient has produced high-quality project that reflects a deep personal engagement, strong research and self-management skills, and a meaningful impact on their community or personal growth. Mr. Marciniak was unable to be here tonight, however, he left some notes for this student, and it is Anya Irani. It is here somewhere. We will get that to you at the end, so congratulations. Okay, next I'm going to ask Ms. Wright to come up, but this outstanding essay is for the Extended Essay Award. And while every senior must complete an extended essay as a graduation requirement, some students truly engage with their research and writing, crafting a paper that demonstrates exceptional depth of analysis and academic rigor. This award honors the top extended essay of the year, recognizing a student whose work not only meets IB standards, but exemplifies original thought, sustained inquiry, and the highest level of scholarly excellence among their peers. And this is Ms. Wright to present.
Hey, hello. The extended essay is a cornerstone of the IB Diploma Program, a significant undertaking that culminates in a substantial piece of independent research. This year's recipient has produced an exceptional IB extended essay in literature, offering a compelling analysis of Barbara Kingsolver's The Poisonwood Bible. From the very beginning of this project in their junior year, this student demonstrated a deep engagement with their research question. When their supervision transitioned to me this fall, this student already had a strong foundation and was understandably eager to finalize their work. However, it was clear that with a further push, their essay had the potential to be truly remarkable. Together, we explored the integration of allegory and post-colonial theory into their analysis of the novel's foreshadowing through the powerful motif of water. While the subsequent feedback presented a challenge, this student embraced it with intellectual courage and dedication. The result is an outstanding essay that directly addresses their research question: to what extent does the foreshadowing of Orellana's ultimate relationship with Africa through the motif of water allow the Poisonwood Bible to serve as an allegory for life in the 1960s Congo? This essay showcases not only a sophisticated understanding of literary analysis, but also a remarkable capacity for critical thinking and scholarly inquiry. Dr. Campbell was this student's original supervisor, and he asked me to add, in 26 years of advising extended essays, I have yet to read one this elaborate and quintessentially collegiate. Her precision in the world of science maps onto how she analyzes the data, words and images in the Poisonwood Bible. Her control of language and deft weaving in of evidence at just the right moment compel the reader forward. The quality of writing, depth of analysis, and conceptual scope of this essay are remarkable. As a high school student, her writing is both truly nonpareil and a gift to those, like me, who were lucky enough to read it. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Outstanding Extended Essay Award, Brooke Lincoln.
Okay, next is the Theory of Knowledge Award. I will read the description for DP1 student, and then I'll ask Ms. McNulty to come up to present. This certificate is awarded to a junior who embraces the uncertainty at the core of this subject, shows the willingness to take risks in thinking by considering multiple perspectives and reflecting on their own assumptions. This student truly takes to heart the command to explore rather than to answer. And Ms. McNulty?
Great, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I think that the description of the award sums it up. Theory of Knowledge is a made-up course by the International Baccalaureate Organization. It is sort of philosophy, but not. It is the one class, I think, in the school where we are not asking for the correct answer or the correct process. It is about exploration. The other thing that makes the class unique is that Mr. Marciniak teaches his juniors for the first half of the year. I take them over the second half of the year. It's kind of a new thing. This is the second year that we've done this. And then I will have the privilege of taking the seniors as they come in for the first semester next year. So it's a little bit different than a lot of the classes here. The junior awardee is a person that Mr. Marciniak and I both agree really took to heart the idea of exploration, not trying to find an answer, who was willing to engage in conversations, but also think deeply and dig deeply into their own exploring written work in some of the different prompts that we do, and now in the exhibition that students are creating for their end of the year IB assessment. And we agree that Valen Danik has
Sure, yes.
I look forward to more. So in the senior TOK class, it's just a continuation, and I like to call it just a honing of the Think TOK process. Students are able to recognize claims and questions of knowledge that they can explore through real-world contexts, and really think about the implications of the answers to those knowledge questions. Not just, again, not just looking for a right answer, but being open-minded, one of the key learner profiles, and it's not about being open-minded because we are looking to change anybody's perspective or change their minds, but just foster the ability to listen to others, put yourself in other shoes, and be willing to engage with other perspectives. And the senior whose work I always enjoyed reading and whose conversations I always love listening in on is Senior Theo Shirley. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. McNulty. Next are our English awards. And Ms. Sawyer is going to do the first one. It's the MYP for Literary Scholar, awarded to a freshman English student who has shown a genuine interest in literature and writing. This award recognizes an individual who not only excels in individual assignments, but also brings passion, life, and understanding to the classroom through reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So I will ask Ms. Sawyer. Yes.
My name is Jennifer Sawyer, and I have the honor and privilege of teaching all the freshmen in MYP for Language and Literature. I actually was very torn on the award this year, and I ended up giving it to two people. And this is because there are many different types of light in this universe, and each one attracts us with its own unique and special glow. The first student I'd like to recognize is Dia Badange. Dia, your words have illuminated your path through the literary works and genres we've studied this year. Whether it led you to new destinations as you used your insights to shine in the new directions you guided characters into through literary pastiches, or whether it allowed you to see more clearly your own unique perspective of life and human experience through your personal poetry, your light has been both constant and brilliant. Thank you, Dia. The other student I'd like to recognize for MYP for Language and Literature is Matthias Mordalis. Matt, the light you have brought into the classroom this year has been characterized by bursts of creativity and sparks of imagination. Your confidence emits a warm glow that has helped ease the trepidation and nervousness of your classmates. Your eagerness and curiosity are like torches, illuminating the destination ahead and showing all the harmless adventure that awaits. Most importantly, the light of your insights and inferences about our text truly shine, allowing us all to bask in the beauty and complexity of human experience. You shine, Matt. Thank you for allowing me to bask in your work.
Thank you, Ms. Sawyer. She'll be back up shortly. I'm going to ask Mr. Robbins Penniman to come up. He's going to be giving out the MYP 5 and DP 1 Literary Scholar Award. The MYP 5 Literary Scholar Award is awarded to a sophomore English student who has exhibited meaningful engagement with literature through discussion, writing, and presentation. This award recognizes an individual who not only excels in individual assignments, but also a meaningful, productive member of the classroom in collaboration. Thank you, Mr. Penn.
Hello. The first student that I want to talk about is my MYP 5 literary scholar, and I'm going to go ahead and bring her on down. Abigail, why don't you come on down?
Thank you.
I'm going to make you sit there, and I'm going to read this off. Abby, when selecting a recipient for the Sophomore Literature Award, I thought of students who are willing to drive forward the explorations of our texts, reflect their understandings of those works in relation to themselves and the world, and raise that hand to offer their genuine and insightful thoughts. You are definitely one of those students, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to highlight your contributions to the classroom. You and your peers' engagement with the class, the texts, and the daily activities make it a joy to teach. Please continue to be a force of engagement and inquiry in the classroom. Thank you. All right, next up is the DP1. This is awarded to a junior English student who consistently engages in the literary works of the class through discussion and writing. The award recognizes an individual who consistently considers meaningful connections between themselves, the text, and the world. Again, I'm going to make them come on down. Malika, come on down. All right, again, it's going to be... All right, Malika. The first year of the IB Diploma program can often be daunting. Specifically for literature, students are sometimes overwhelmed by the responsibility of developing personal, well-formed, and authentic responses to the works. That is why students like you are so integral to the classroom. You drive discussion, bravely offer meaningful and personal reflections on the characters, plot points, author choices, and moments you enjoy or dislike. The authors of the works wrote their poems, their plays, and novels not to make some kid's midterm a nightmare. They wrote them for people like you, who are ready to talk and reflect, even critique, and immerse yourself in the discussions of their work. On behalf of them and myself, thank you.
The Outstanding DP2 Literary Scholar is awarded to a senior English student whose consistent excellence in both critical and creative thinking embodies the aims of an IB learner. This award recognizes an individual who demonstrates exceptional skill and ability in written compositions and academic discourse about literature. And I am ecstatic to recognize Brooke Lincoln. So I'm continuing with my conceit of light. Brooke, the most impressive thing about light is the elusive mystery of its nature. According to NASA, I did some research. We actually know very little about what it is. We call it a particle, or a photon, but it has no mass. We say it moves in waves, but it doesn't travel through any medium of air or water. We may not know quite what it is, but we are good at describing what it does. It travels at remarkably high speeds, akin to the swiftness and acuity with which you decipher and interpret a text. When it confronts an obstacle, it interacts with it, illuminating the object and casting a shadow, just as you spark ideas in your peers and allow them to glow. Absorbing it or carrying others' thinking into your own directions of interpretation, or even refracting or bending in a new direction as you listen actively and take in new ideas. When light meets no obstacles, it travels in straight lines that extend in all directions. As you travel beyond the halls and classes of Seabrook Brook, I know your paths will be many, but I am confident that each one will be straight and true. It has been an honor to be a part of your spectrum of energy. Keep shining, Brick.
Thank you, Mrs. Sawyer. The next set of awards are going to be in the language category, and the first one, I'm going to ask Dr. Chen to come up. Actually, for the next few, I'm going to ask Dr. Chen to come up to present those awards.
Hello everyone. So I'm going to present Outstanding MYP for Chinese Linguistic awarded to a student with outstanding achievement in Chinese language learning who has exhibited a commitment to learning the language, a curiosity for Chinese culture, and the ability to communicate with confidence and accuracy. The reward goes to Pranavi Reddy Sarili. Congratulations. Now I'm going to present Outstanding MYP 5 Chinese Linguistic awarded to a student who has demonstrated exceptional growth in Chinese language proficiency and a strong respect for the Chinese language and culture. This student consistently shows dedication to learning, highly participates in cultural experiences, and communicates with growing confidence, clarity, and cultural understanding. And this award goes to a student who has shown remarkable growth in learning Chinese and a deep appreciation for the language and culture. She gives her best every day, participates wholeheartedly, and continues to grow with confidence and understanding. This year, she brought incredible energy and dedication to our cultural events, from making bouquets and writing balls for World Food Day to performing for Chinese New Year, and proudly presenting Chinese culture at Multicultural Night. Her passion and dedication truly stood out. Let's give a big round of applause and congratulations to our outstanding recipe, Liana Nguyen. appreciation is wrote my Chinese student a poem, Chinese poem, so I'm going to read it to her. 中文进步真飞快，每天用心不懈怠，文化活动常参加，信心满满展风采，未来可期步步高。Next, I'm going to present Outstanding DP1 Chinese Linguistic awarded to a student who has shown distinguished achievement in Chinese language acquisition through constant effort, cultural curiosity, and critical thinking. The student understands and respects Chinese language and culture, actively engaged in cultural learning, and communicates with increasing accuracy, purpose, and global awareness. So, this award is presented to a student who has shown exceptional leadership and dedication as the president of Chinese Club with a strong passion for the Chinese language and culture. This student consistently goes above and beyond, both inside and outside of the classroom. This year, they participated in the National Chinese Essay Contest and received recognition for their writing. They played a key role in organizing and hosting performances for mooncake making, World Food Day, Chinese New Year, International Day, and led successful events through the Multicultural Night and the National Chinese Honor Society. In class, their Chinese grades are among the highest, reflecting their hard work, curiosity, and deep respect for the language and culture. Let's give a big round of applause to our outstanding award-deserved recipient, Marianne Welbeck. My poem to Marianne. 学习认真最努力，中文表达真美丽，活动参与很积极，热爱文化有才气，未来光明请继续。Next, this award is given to a student who always stays positive and works very hard in learning Chinese. Their Chinese work is impressive, showing great effort and progress. They take on every task with dedication. This student also took part in all our cultural events, from making traditional foods to celebrating Chinese festivals, showing respect and passion for the culture. Let's all congratulate our well-deserved recipient, Charles Lincoln. My poem to Chad. 每天努力不言弃，笑容温暖最积极。中文功夫真了不起，文化活动常参与，未来路上光闪烁。Now we're going to present the Outstanding DP2 Chinese Linguistic Award to a student who excels in Chinese language and cultural learning through advanced communication skills and deep intercultural understanding. This student shows profound respect for the Chinese language and culture, participates passionately in cultural experience, and use Chinese with fluency and global mindedness. So we just came back from our NYC Chinatown field trip. So the student was with me, and this award is presented to a student who exemplifies true excellence in Chinese language and cultural learning with phenomenal language skills and a deep love for Chinese culture. This student demonstrates advanced communication abilities, cultural insight, and dedication to every opportunity to grow. As this year's National Chinese Honor Society president, she has been driving force behind for annual Chinese New Year celebration and other cultural events. Her passion for the language goes far beyond the classroom. She was named a finalist for the highest competitive National Security Language Initiative for Youth program, earning a full scholarship, about $15,000, to study in Taiwan this summer. And what makes us even prouder, she will be majoring in Chinese in college. Congratulations on all your outstanding achievements in Chinese language and culture. Let's give a big round of applause to our extraordinary Chinese expert, Christian Marie. Okay, my poem to Christian. 汉语如海，你如舟。Can you read it together? 乘风破浪志不休，笔墨之间心相连。中华之美你最懂。谢谢。
All right, that's okay. That means we need a mic stand, right, Ms. Potts? Yes. Dr. Chen, thank you so much, and for the beautiful poems that you did as well. We are moving to, it's still language, but Spanish, and I am going to be the one handing out some cards for those, as Miss Elliott Sullivan was unable to be here tonight. The first one is for an MYP4 Spanish linguist. This is awarded to a student with outstanding achievement in Spanish language learning who has exhibited a commitment to learning the language, a curiosity for the Hispanic culture, and the ability to communicate with confidence and accuracy. And tonight's award recipient is Dea Bandage. And now we have the outstanding MYP5 Spanish linguist, awarded to a student who has demonstrated exceptional growth in the Spanish language proficiency and a curiosity for the Hispanic language and culture. This student consistently shows dedication to the learning and communicates with growing confidence, clarity, and cultural understanding. And this student tonight is Selena Champion. The next two awards are for DP 1 and 2. and Spanish linguists as well, but these are from Senora LA. The DP1 is awarded to a student who exemplifies excellence in Spanish language and cultural learning. Through advanced communication skills and deep cultural understanding, this student shows a profound respect for the Spanish language and culture, participates enthusiastically in cultural experiences, and uses Spanish with fluency, nuances, and global-mindedness. And tonight's recipient is Valen Dunning. DP2's student. This is awarded to a student who exemplifies excellence in the Spanish language and cultural learning. Through advanced communication skills and deep intercultural understanding, the student shows a profound respect for the Spanish language and culture, participates enthusiastically, again, in cultural experiences, and uses Spanish with fluency, nuance, and global-mindedness. And this last award goes to Elizabeth Lindeckel. Ms. McNulty and Ms. Repair to come up. They're going to be doing a series of history awards and social sciences. The MYP4 will be first, historian. It's awarded to 2 freshman students, one from Ms. McNulty's class and one from Ms. Repair's class, that display an exceptional enthusiasm and understanding of U.S. history. The award honors a student who not only excels academically, but also actively engages in class discussions, demonstrates a curiosity about historical events, and connects past events to contemporary issues.
Hello again. So Mrs. Repair and I both teach freshmen, and it is a Survey U.S. History course. And for my classes, full of really wonderful and bright students, very, very difficult to choose. For the student who is awarded tonight, from the moment they walked in, it was obvious that this student was academically excellent, great participation, really creative. But what blew me away is their research paper. For the past few years, Mrs. Repair and I have decided to take freshmen through the whole shebang, from note cards to footnotes to setting an analytical history question. It is no easy task. It's kind of trial by fire. And I read a paper this year that had the sophistication of a senior, and it really did just blow me away. And I had to write down the research question so that I wouldn't say it incorrectly, but you just have to hear this. What caused the change from enmity to cooperation between the United States and the Soviet Union during the space race? This student was able to connect events of the 60s and 70s in a way that was so sophisticated, being able to show how the Vietnam War and détente impacted the way that the United States and the USSR either competed or cooperated during the space race. It was an excellent paper. The student is, we have seen tonight, an excellent student all around. Dia Bandake.
So the student who is in my class, I don't see here. But one of the things that Ms. McNulty and I try and do is not just to have history be about facts and people, or facts and remembering things, but also to try and build and make connections. And the student from my class that I chose excelled at doing this in terms of making connections from the history that we studied to things that are going on in the world today. For a freshman to come in and ask me questions about events that took place within the United States or globally, and really focusing on that was really special for me. So I picked Angelina DeCuna for the NYP4 History Award. All right, so I'm going to keep going because I have NYP5. I teach all of the sophomores, and we've been doing research papers too. And this year, the sophomores got the pleasure, right, y'all? Pleasure?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Very good. Of writing 2 papers. Buckle, yes, the answer is yes. So my goal with doing that is to prepare them for the work that you've already heard talked about in terms of extended essay and internal assessments that take place in a variety of classes, so that when they go off to college, they are well prepared to do so. So the first award goes to, my class this year was split into 2 semesters because we are now offering a personal finance class to meet state requirements, which I think is a great thing. So I had the joy and fun of teaching that class as well. I wear a historian hat by day, but in my prior life I was a finance MBA person in a corporate life. So it was nice for me to come back to my roots and share those with my students. But first I'm going to talk about my political science class, government and global issues. So I focus on that is, this award is given to a student who demonstrates exceptional understanding and engagement in the study of government and civic responsibility. They excel academically, but also participate in class discussions, displaying an interest in the world around them, and has the strong potential to become a leader due to exemplifying the values of informed citizenship and leadership within their community. And so this award goes to Helena McMillan. Things about why I selected Helena. There's a lot of people in the sophomore class who also share a lot of your qualities, but I think the thing that really struck me is how you took the global issues part of our class to the next level. Your interest and your concern about the rest of the world, your research paper on Ukraine and Russia and the impact that the US government has in dealing with that very complicated issue was so well done. Super impressive, and I'm looking forward to someday turning on the TV and seeing that you get nominated to be like on the Supreme Court or something like that. So, very much. And so the second award for NYP5 goes to the NYP Financial Analyst. And this goes to a student who exhibits remarkable proficiency and enthusiasm in the study of personal finance. They demonstrate a strong grasp of financial concepts, including budgeting, savings, investing, credit. So adults, if you need any advice, we've got a few people, I think, in the class who can help you out now. I know they've worked really, really hard to understand some really sophisticated and grown-up concepts. So this person is recognized because they not only saw the connection between personal finance, which is very much individual-based, but they also saw a connection to the larger economy, both from the United States perspective and from a global perspective. So much so that in working on their research paper and given current events and happenings around the world, they decided to investigate what exactly a tariff was and how that impacts the economy and then business and personal finance as well. I'm looking forward to this person becoming an MBA or a CPA or something along those lines someday. And when I'm old and retired, I can go to them for financial advice. So Gavin Prius, if you could come over. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone gets it.
We do, because true confession, I asked like 4 teachers and we all said it. So Gavin has always done a really great job in being involved and invested, and I love when students come to school because they are asking questions about things that they see happening in the news, and you do that all the time. So I just really appreciate the effort and the focus that you put on being part of our class. Thank you.
Gavin Price. Okay, I teach the junior history class, the first year of DP1. The concentration is History of the Americas, and the award is for a junior student who demonstrates serious scholarship and engagement in the study of events that shape the Americas to the present day. The award honors a student who excels in critical thinking, analysis of primary and secondary sources, and contributes meaningfully to class discussions, which is a very nice description. At the heart of it, though, this student brings a smile to my face because they love to learn, they love to go down rabbit holes of investigation, and always make me feel that I'm doing something meaningful, which, you know, is a wonderful thing for a teacher.
Years when students are genuinely interested in and connected to and engaged in a subject, and when you're talking with your class and you can look at that student and you can see in their face that they're with you and they're really interested and they're really concerned about it, and that just brings so much joy, and it makes my job so incredibly rewarding. And so I'm looking here in this front row, and 4 of the people sitting here are in my front row in my room, and they all do that for me every day, but I only could pick one. And so this particular student, the world just needs more people like you, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth is one of the people in the world who is, there's a real joy and value that I find in quiet people. They're not loud, they're not showy, but they are there, they're invested, they are engaged in what's going on, and that's what you do every day. And I think that when things are important, you're there and you speak up and you have an excellent, well thought out, well argued voice and perspective. And I just hope you know how much that is valued and how much we need you in the world doing that. And that's why I'm happy to give you this certificate and recognize your work.
Thank you, Ms. McNulty. The next set of awards are going to be for design and then digital society. Mr. Farrell is unable to be here tonight, so I will be presenting a card for those students and their award. Outstanding MYP for Innovator, presented to a student who consistently demonstrates creative problem solving, originality, forward-thinking approach in their design work. And Mr. Farrell awarded Siddharth Pajidi. And the next 2 are for Digital Society. The first is the DP1 Digital Society student. This award goes to a student who consistently engages in meaningful conversation that focuses on the ethical principles behind technology and its utilization in the world around us. Now this, I have been practicing, okay? But I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna screw it up. I think by graduation I should get this one right, but Sam's gonna help me. So Sam Subramanian. All right, Sam, you're coming to the microphone. I want you to say your name nice and loud for everyone.
Samsita Ramasubramanian.
Oh, Okay, and our last award, I don't believe this student is here tonight, but it goes to a DP2 student. And it is for a student who challenges all those around them in how to approach solutions, raises the bar in regards to how students perceive the world at large. They have a balanced approach, but they can see through the finest detail and discuss issues at the highest degree. And this student we celebrate tonight is Theory Ofori. All right, and we will give that to him tomorrow. The next few awards will be for science. I will announce what the MYP 4 and 5 science awards are for, and I'm going to ask Dr. Chaudhry and Ms. Snyder to come on up for those, and also Ms. Mace for our DP students. So an outstanding MYP 4 scientist is awarded to 3 MYP scientists who have demonstrated exceptional problem solving, scientific inquiry, and analytical thinking in IB assessments, classwork, and labs. The students' excellence in active class participation and taking pride in work submission as a role model for all other students, and Dr. Chaudhry will come up to present those 3 students.
How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Thank you, parents, for joining us today. So I am, as a very proud integrated science teacher, I want to recognize the MYP4 scientist whose commitment to scientific inquiry is evident through rigorous research, thoughtful analysis, and persistent drive to explore deeper meaning behind every experiment and lab. A true role model, the student consistently demonstrates outstanding pride in their scientific work. Without more talking, let's celebrate Tisha Sharma. Again, I'm very, very proud to recognize another MYP4 scientist who embodies the very essence of IB learner's profile in STEM. Caring and passionate, the student brings dedication to every class interaction, supporting peers and contributing the collaborative learning environment. As a skilled, insightful thinker, the student articulates complex ideas with confidence, both in discussion and her written work. And by this time, we know it is Dia Patanjali. Not wasting any time anymore, I'm proud to recognize our lovely MYP4 scientist whose classroom participation reflects a deep sense of open-mindedness, always willing to consider diverse perspectives. The student engages respectfully in multiple discussions, fostering an inclusive environment in my classroom. Without more talking, I want to celebrate Pranavi Sirigi. A big round of applause for them again. I would like to invite Ms. Snyder now.
Okay, so the awards I'm going to give for chemistry, the general description for all 3 sections I teach are the same, and then I'll give specifics for each student who's awarded their award. But the award for the students I selected are students who've demonstrated exceptional scientific inquiry during classwork and lab investigations, These students who are being selected are consistent in effort, and they definitely take pride in their work. So I'm going to start with NYP 5. So the sophomore class is a large grade in terms of the amount of students that I have the pleasure of working with. And there was also a large selection of wonderful students in that, in all of the sophomore grade. So I did have 3. So I'm going to start with my first. So this student, NYP 5 student, is responsible and demonstrates leadership in the classroom. They take pride in their classwork, on assessments, and also demonstrate great independent lab work during practicals. This student is an inquirer and a great communicator, and I look forward to having this student at the DP level for the next 2 years. Let's congratulate Chad Lincoln. And you don't have to stand up here, but you can have me. Okay, thank you. So the next NYP 5 student, this student is highly intelligent and a great problem solver. They take pride in their work and demonstrate a curiosity to want to learn more. This student is a risk taker and willingly takes on challenges in the classroom, especially when it comes to lending some friendly competition among their classmates. I look forward to having this student as well at the DP level for the next 2 years. Let's congratulate Anya Irani. Okay, and the final of my NYP 5 students that I am nominated for this award, this student is always prepared for class, and they're one of the first smiling faces I see each morning. They take pride in their work, and they're very well organized. The student is knowledgeable and also very reflective. I will certainly miss having this student in class next year, because when I spoke with them, they said they were taking a Pomoja class instead, but I understand there's so many options at the DP level when it comes to preparing for after SIBA. But let's congratulate Selena Champion Shirley. Okay, wonderful. So now DP1. So it has been a pleasure getting to know this student over this school year, and I look forward to having them for a second year because we have all of senior year together. This student arrives to class with a positive attitude and mindset. They engage well in class activities, from labs to group work, and even during lectures and note-taking. They ask meaningful questions and are always willing to volunteer with content, and they bring high enthusiasm to our class. Let's congratulate Miriam Welbeck. So, my DP2 student. My sophomores, well, I call them my sophomores because when I was last with them before I went on maternity leave, they were my sophomores, but now they're seniors. I did miss a year last year with them, but it's been really nice returning and being with all of the seniors this year, and I'm very excited for their adventures after graduating. This student is, though, one of the most exceptional students that I've encountered in all my years of teaching. They seem to really love learning, and they even excel in teaching their peers when needed. They are very poised, very graceful, they are a deep thinker, they are principled, they are caring, and perhaps the most quintessential of IB students. I am very proud of them and all of their accomplishments, and I know that they will continue to do exceptional things after graduating. Congratulations to Brooke Lincoln.
Hi, I'm Miss Mace, and I teach biology to the 11th and 12th graders.
So I will be awarding one to the 11th graders and one to the 12th graders for biology. Both will be awarded to a biology student who has shown a genuine interest in biology in and out of the classroom and has exhibited consistent effort through participation in classwork and lab activities year-long. So that's the first year in the rigorous 2-year IB biology program. Junior year is always challenging for students in my class. One student in particular from the junior class has shown that they are able to go above and beyond despite any challenges within the classroom or within their personal life. This student does great on IB style assessments, lab write-ups, and always puts their best effort into every assignment and helping their classmates. They've also excelled in the Biomedical Olympiad and sought out lab experiences outside of the classroom within UConn. They're also a great leader within the school building and within the classroom. For all of these reasons, I know that this student will continue to succeed in their senior year and potentially in a career in the medical field, I think. So I would like to congratulate Jenna Salam on the Okay, the seniors have just completed the difficult task of navigating high school and IB exams. This 12th grade student that I chose for the award has consistently done well on IB style assessments and projects throughout the past 2 years that I've had them. They also show the greatest amount of effort in class each and every day. For their biology IA, this student went above and beyond and continued to keep me on my toes in our meetings and in the lab growing their bacteria. They were able to continuously come back from any setback and have truly done well in my class and excelled in the nature of science. This student will undoubtedly succeed in the future because of their work ethic, compassion, and maybe their interest in biology. I don't know what you're majoring in. I would like to congratulate Elizabeth Winnagel on being this year's winner. Thank you.
All right, thank you to Dr. Chaudhry, Ms. Mays, and Ms. Snyder. Next up, we have Mathematics Awards, and this is the same descriptor for all, so I'm going to read that to you. For outstanding, these awards go to students who not only excel in math, but also clearly enjoy learning. The student is also a leader within the classroom. So I'm going to ask Ms. Raimundo and also Ms. Buck to come up to present the next few awards.
Hello, it is my pleasure to present this year's NYP4 Math SL Award to a student that has shown an outstanding aptitude for mathematics through their consistent creative problem solving in class. No matter the difficulty of the question they face, with both curiosity and determination. This student goes above and beyond to not only master the content, but help their peers understand the content as well. This year's NYP4 Math SL Award goes to Trisha Sharma. I will be also giving the NYP4 EL Math Award for Ms. Sarah. So it is my pleasure to present this year's NYP Math EL Award. This student has shown not only exceptional skills in mathematics, but also a deep curiosity and determination to understand complex concepts. Whether it's tackling challenging problems or helping classmates, she has consistently gone above and beyond. Her hard work, perseverance, and love for learning truly sets her apart. This award goes to Dia Verdon.
I'm going to present the awards for MYP 5 Mathematics. So the MYP 5 Mathematics SL course is one of the first times that students truly face abstract concepts in mathematics. And it can be a really challenging transition. The student who is receiving this award works really well in groups and is always patient and kind when explaining. They are willing to answer questions and are always working hard to truly understand what we are learning. I am happy to present the Outstanding MYP 5 Mathematician Award to Say 2. I'm also presenting the MYP 5 Outstanding Extended Level Award on behalf of Ms. Bloomfield. The student selected for this award exemplifies what it means to be a lifelong learner. They attend class every day, eager to learn and understand. To this student, encouraging others and helping classmates increase their understanding comes naturally. No matter who they work with, they are always answering questions for peers. They also never hesitate to ask clarifying questions of her when needed. This is why she is excited to give this award to Chad Lincoln.
Hello again. We're going to now announce the awards for DP1. So it is my pleasure to present this year's DP1 Applications and Interpretations Mathematics Course Award to a student that has shown an outstanding aptitude to be a leader in the classroom through their consistent determination and active participation. They are always willing to answer difficult questions and spend time outside of class to always present thorough and detailed work. They are a leader in their ability to ask thoughtful questions, implement feedback, and to support their peers. This year's DP1 Mathematics A&I Award goes to Dason Smith.
I have the honor of teaching the DP1 Analysis and Approaches Mathematics course. The student that will be receiving this award is a critical and creative thinker who is motivated to work to fully understand the material being taught in class. Their mathematical confidence and problem-solving skills seem to improve daily. They work extremely well with their classmates, and it has been a pleasure to watch the student blossom in class. It is with great pleasure that I present the DP1 Mathematicians Award for the A&A course to Jenna Salam.
So we're going to now move on to our DP2 awards. So it is my pleasure to present this year's DP2 Applications and Interpretations Mathematics Course Award to a student that is incredibly dedicated, hardworking, and thoughtful. They have shown an aptitude for creative and outside-the-box thinking when presented with difficult or novel problems. They actively participate in class discussions and are always willing to help a peer when they have a question. This year's DP2 Mathematics A&I Award goes to Theo Shirley.
So I also have the pleasure of teaching the DP2 Analysis and Approaches Mathematics course. Every year I am privileged to teach some very talented students, but in my 20+ years of teaching, I have never taught a student who works as hard, performs near perfect work, is able to clearly explain their thinking, and doesn't hesitate to ask questions until they find understanding. This particular student is not only willing to persevere through any problem and to explain their thought process to their classmates, but also wrote the best mathematics exploration, the internal assessment for this course, that I've read in my career. If you need any advice on the most mathematically efficient pan for baking brownies, they're the one to ask. Over the past few years, I've truly enjoyed watching this student come out of their shell and can only imagine the incredible things they will accomplish. It is with great pleasure that I present the Outstanding DP2 Mathematician Award for the A&A course to Brooke Lincoln.
Ms. Buck. Thank you, Ms. Raimondo. And our next set of awards are in arts. So outstanding MYP 5 artist. This is awarded to a student who has demonstrated an exceptional creativity and consistent effort, strong engagement with visual arts. The student shows a growth in technical skill, thoughtful exploration of ideas, and commitment to the artistic process. Ms. Kent was unable to be with us tonight, but I am awarding this student Kalina Lauren's class. Kalina's artwork is being displayed, by the way, in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. Now for the DP1 artist, this is awarded to a student who's shown outstanding artistic growth and curiosity, dedication to their first year in the DP1 visual arts. The student demonstrates a strong commitment to developing their personal voice, makes artist connections, and experiments with materials and techniques as they build thoughtful and ambitious body of work. This student is Isabella Vasquez. The next award is actually going to go to 2 students, so I'll have them come down at the same time. It is an award for DP2 students, artists, that recognizes year 2 in DP visual arts. They've demonstrated exceptional creativity, perseverance, and artistic maturity throughout the DP art class. The student has developed distinctive personal style, thoughtfully curated and cohesive exhibition, and shown a deep engagement with both conceptual and technical aspects of art making. And these 2 students are Rodrino Jean and Michaela Natura. Okay, and the next awards are going to physical health and education. Mr. Bell was unable to be with us tonight, but he wrote a couple of cards for these 2 students. One is for MYP 4 and the other is for MYP 5. I'm going to have them come down at the same time. Just want to let you know that Mr. Bell appreciates your activity in the wellness activities in our physical education class, your competitive spirit, and sportsmanship. He wanted me to dwell on the sportsmanship also. So that is Joy Sidney and Mason Merrill. To present the 2 Pomoja Awards.
Outstanding Pamoja Year 1 Student Award recognizes a student who has distinguished themselves through exceptional performance in an independent online IB course. This honor is awarded to an individual who has demonstrated exemplary self-management, intellectual discipline, and academic excellence in a rigorous, self-directed learning environment. And I am very happy to present this year's award. This year, I actually have the honor of recognizing 2 exceptional students who have excelled in their online IB Psychology Higher Level course. This award celebrates students who have distinguished themselves through exceptional performance in their independent online IB studies. This year's recipients have not only embraced the rigor of IB Psychology HL, but have truly thrived. They have demonstrated exemplary self-management, unwavering intellectual discipline, and a commitment to academic excellence within this demanding self-directed learning environment. Their teacher, Andrea Plackmeyer, spoke highly of both students, sharing, "Both have been exemplary students demonstrating the self-management and communication skills that are essential in an online course. They have not only focused on assessments, but also on all of the small weekly assignments that help learning occur. They have met every deadline and have completed each task to a high standard. Both have worked continuously to improve their knowledge and skills. They have proactively asked questions, applied feedback, and have remained curious throughout the course. I congratulate them on their dedication and success." Furthermore, these 2 remarkable individuals have shown incredible focus throughout the year. Their level of dedication and achievement is truly outstanding, so this year's awards are Jenna Salam and Mayar Yusuf. So the Outstanding Pamoja Year 2 Student Award recognizes a student who has shown remarkable perseverance and academic growth within the 2nd year of their online IB course. Through consistent effort, thoughtful engagement with complex material, and a strong sense of responsibility, this student has exemplified what it means to thrive in an independent and intellectually demanding learning environment. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the recipient of this Year 2 award. It recognizes a student who has truly embraced the challenges and opportunities of the 2nd year of their online course, demonstrating remarkable perseverance and significant academic growth. This year's outstanding student was enrolled in French. His dedication to learning the language was truly remarkable, with his consistently spending hours each week outside of his dedicated Pamoja period studying and immersing himself in French. This passion extended beyond the classroom as he undertook an extended visit to France over the summer, fully engaging in the language and culture. It is inspiring to know that through his studies, he realized his true passion for the culture and has declared his intention to attend university in France next year, and I hope I don't butcher this, it's phonetics, at Université Clermont-Auvergne. His teacher, Radia Lulu, shared the following about this exceptional student. What I would like to highlight about his work is that he exemplified independent learning. Not only did he submit all of his assignments, but he was consistently 1 week ahead. He communicated effectively and clearly understood the expectations of the course. He also made excellent use of feedback to deepen his understanding of IB standards. Most importantly, he was a valuable member of our online group discussions and regularly contributed insightful ideas to the group. Congratulations, Alex Miller-Davey.
So it's my pleasure to present the School Leadership Award. So I have the honor of working with many student leaders and have the privilege of watching them hone their leadership skills during their time at SIVA. This student leader quickly earned the respect of his classmates and the faculty during his freshman year due to his leadership, maturity, and willingness to help others. Over the past few years, I have had the true pleasure of watching him step into more demanding and further-reaching leadership roles, both here at SIVA and as a part of the Connecticut Association of Student Council's Executive Board. And he has done all of this with ease. He impresses me with his dedication to the school community, his collaboration within and outside of the classroom, and his leadership. The Outstanding School Leader Award is going to Thierry Ofori.
Thank you, Ms. Buck. Okay, so the next awards are going for academic engagement. And Mr. Ruthier, who is our academic tutor, has been unable to be with us tonight, but he did leave some words for our students. And I'm going to ask them both to come down at the same time. This award is given to students who have shown increased effort in academics, active engagement in tutoring sessions, and these students have come a long way, working on their own, but also asking for assistance from our academic tutors, both Ms. Hilt and Mr. Ruthier. So those students are Ariana Rivera and Talia Davis. The next group of awards will be from our school counselors, Mr. Rowe and Mr. Spiller. I'll ask them to come up next.
All right, so I'm Mr. Rowe, and next is the highest GPA for the MYP4. Both MYP4 and 5, which I'll be presenting. In a regular high school, it's difficult to have exceptional GPA, let alone in an IB school. So make sure that you take a moment tonight to celebrate the fact that you have the highest GPA in your class and that you've done exceptional despite all the other stresses and pressures of high school. You've really done an outstanding job. So for MYP4, if we could have Dia Bande. And for MYP5, Chad Lincoln.
I'm here to give the award for highest GPA in the junior and senior class. So for the juniors, academic excellence isn't achieved overnight. It is a result of constant hard work, focus, and deep commitment to learning over time. The highest GPA award for junior recognizes students who have maintained the top cumulative GPA. This student has demonstrated outstanding dedication and perseverance in every subject, every semester. Their achievement reflects not only intelligence, but also discipline and unwavering drive to do their best. So please join me in congratulating Jenna Salam. normally when I do these awards, I like to build a little suspense and hold off naming the person to keep you all guessing. But to be honest, this year, there is no mystery. So I'm going to call Brooke Lincoln down now. For the past 3 years, and now for the fourth and final time, Brooke has held the highest cumulative GPA in the senior class. And while it is an impressive feat on its own, what makes it more extraordinary is how she did it. This is not a GPA for a single marking period, a single year, or even just a strong finish. This is the highest cumulative GPA over all 4 years of high school. Every quiz, every test, every paper, every class. And she has achieved this in the International Baccalaureate Program, one of the most demanding and rigorous academic programs in the world. To have the top GPA each and every year across the full IB continuum is not just rare, it is remarkable. It requires more than just intelligence. It takes grit, it takes consistency, it takes the kind of daily focus and commitment that very few students can sustain over time. And yet for Brooke, it was never about chasing perfection. It was about curiosity, a love of learning, a drive to truly understand, to grow, and to excel, not just for the grade, but for the growth. What truly sets her apart, though, is not only her academic achievement, but her character. She's the kind of student who lifts others up while climbing herself. She is humble, generous, and gracious, a true scholar, a true leader, the kind of person Michael Avalon envisioned when he founded SIVA, someone who embodies the excellence not just in academics, but in heart and in spirit. It is my great honor to present the senior class highest GPA to someone who not only leads the class academically, but who will be leading them in at graduation. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Rowe and Mr. Spiller. We have 2 book awards to give out tonight. The Yale Book Club Award is presented to an outstanding high school junior at the top 10 to 15% of their class. This student demonstrates the qualities of leadership, effective teamwork, organizational abilities. In addition, the student is highly involved in extracurricular activities, often serving in leadership roles. And this student will receive the book at their home, but they did send us, Yale sent us a little letter, and this goes to Sam R. Okay, now we have the Harvard Book Club Award. This is presented to an exemplary high school junior who displays excellence in scholarship and higher character, combined with the achievement in other fields such as music and/or athletics. The student has made us proud in the numerous academic achievements. It's our honor to present this student, Jenna Salam. Are actually 2 scholarships, and I'm going to ask the PAC president to come up, Mrs. Combs.
Good evening. It's my honor to announce the recipients of the Parent Advisory Council's scholarship. Each year, the Parent Advisory Council, or PAC, asks students, applicants, to submit an introspective essay that asks 2 questions. The first is about growth in one or more of the areas of the learner profile while here at SIBA. And the second one is, how will you continue this growth in your post-secondary journey? These essays are reviewed by a panel of faculty members, and 2 students this year impressed them the most. So it is my honor to congratulate Talia O'Neill and Elizabeth Van
Next, I'm going to ask the Knights of Columbus representative from East Hampton to come up to present an award.
Thank you. My name is Jim Pedersen. I'm from the Knights of Columbus, St. John Paul II Council 6190 of St. Patrick and St. Bridget Church of East Hampton and East Haddam. We have 3 $1,000 scholarships that we award to members of our parish who are graduating seniors. And we are very pleased to award one of the scholarships to Ariana Bannon.
Thank you so much. Do we have someone here to present the Friends of Music Scholarship tonight? Awesome. There are 3 recipients from SIBA for this award. We're very happy to hear that we had 3 this year, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is Lisa. I am the Vice President of Friends of Music. This is Pam. She is the President, and this is our other Pam, and she is the Treasurer of Friends of Music. So we support any student, whether it be at SIBA or East Hartford High School, in any music program throughout. And we offer scholarships at the end of the year. And the students really have to write a short essay, but about their community service, about what music has really meant to them. They don't necessarily have to be going on to music, but it is important to know what it has meant to them through their high school career. And we are giving out 3 scholarships. Our scholarships this year, we actually have given out 12, and they range from $500 to $1,000. So the first recipient is Alex Miller Davey. Our next recipient is Shamira Thomas. And our last recipient is Sebastian Mardellis.
Thank you so much, ladies, and thank you for coming tonight to present those 3 awards. The next is a scholarship, and it is new to us this year at SIVA. We had a family of a tutor who worked in the building, and she donated $10,000 over 10 years for SIVA seniors to receive a $1,000 scholarship each year for the next 10 years. It is the Morin Family Scholarship. Her son died unexpectedly. He was in the medical field, and she wanted to have this donation made here, and for our first SIVA senior, who is going to be receiving it tonight, someone who was seeking either in the professional field of medicine or sciences, and so our student tonight, Sebastian Mardalis, is the recipient. Which I did do with others, but Sebi's answers were really inspiring, definitely, for what he wants to do with his future in cardiology, and what kind of a difference that he wants to make and come back to our community to give back. And he really spoke through that. I am sure that the Morin family would be thrilled to have you, Sebi, for this recipient. I give you the card now, and the check is coming later. All right, I have one last award to give to two recipients. We will be calling them down at the same time. And it is the Connecticut Association Boards of Education Student Leadership Award. And it's presented to two students who demonstrate leadership in all aspects of daily life and outside of school. We have a certificate from the district also, and a letter from CABE. And those two students are Jenna Salam and Miriam Walbeck.
Our next award is the Teresa Goodrow Award. This award was established in 2012 in recognition of Teresa Goodrow's retirement from East Hartford Public Schools and the Connecticut IB Academy after years of faithful service. Losing Teresa to lung cancer several years ago has left a hole in our lives, and it means so much to this community to keep her memory alive with this award each year. Members of the senior class nominate classmates for this award, and the winner is chosen by the faculty. The Teresa Goodrow Award will be awarded annually to a deserving member of the senior class according to the following criteria: a student who is organized and helpful, a student who is willing to put others' needs before their own, a student who manages their time wisely, a student who is always conscious of other people around them, a student who is consistently willing to be a friend to everyone. I would like to present this award to Brooke Lincoln. And our last award for the evening is the SIVA Faculty Scholarship Award. The SIVA Faculty Scholarship Fund was established as a way for the faculty to recognize graduating SIVA students who exemplify SIVA's mission as responsible, ethical, thoughtful, and informed citizens with compassionate and tolerant souls, capable of becoming global leaders. This year we are proud to present two scholarships. Please help me congratulate Alex Miller-Davey and Savannah Hayes.
All right. I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. That does conclude our program. Thank you for being patient while waiting for your award. And if you would like to come to the rotunda, we do have cookies available, sponsored by the PAC, and we can take some pictures.